this is going to be a little awkward because I haven't done this before. At least not on my phone. So, how we doing? If you can hear, whoa. Let's see, flip my cameras here. Woo, it's a layout. So, we got the main. I'm getting ready to run one of my trains around the layout here. Let me get my mouse, my Chromebook. Make sure that this switch is flipped. Oh, wait. It was flipped the wrong way. That's going straight. Alright. Walk down the rest of the main line here. Alright. And we'll hit Discord for now. So, as you can see, we'll go full screen on this. That's the engine down there, so we're going to tell it to go forward. It should be moving. I want to keep everything on the mains. It's still not moving yet. Don't need to go in the yard, so we'll flip that switch. So this switch, this is our main line here. And it will curve around, go over yonder. That thing is still not moving. There it goes. Come on. Need to go persuade it. It was just stuck. Probably got caught up on something. So you know what? So in this car is a track clean car. So we'll let it run the main layout for a little while before we get back under. We're gonna make sure everything's running. Because I have a lot to work to do. Actually, it's mostly finishing wiring tables. We'll set this all the way up. There we go. Now, there's some things I'm still working on here. The nice thing about this, back in the day, there used to be two ways you can run train. Well, there used to be one way, and it was called DC. So, you can only run one train on each main. Now, nowadays, we have multiple trains running on the same line. It's called DCC. But it's only me down here, so I'm just going to keep running it. Let it get the track cleaned up. This is my new one I just got this past couple of weeks. I actually had to do a factory reset on it because these things have computer chips in them, so you can have them do different things, make sounds, stuff like that. But my primary goal today is to, well, I need to drill a hole over here and finish wiring, getting these two tables set up to be wired. I'm going to finish down there first. So, bear with me. Flip the camera back. I'm going to pick up the mess. And I need a new case. So we got our 14 gauge wire here. Get that all up. Put that over there. Put that over there. Those are the old wires. Wire strippers. Wire crimpers. All right. Basement. Well, screwdriver. That's all that's important too. Oh. All right, I did flip that switch back. So yeah. There we go. Flip it back here. You guys aren't going to see anything for a couple of minutes. Huh? See? There's the train. Just kind of moving. I can increase the speed a little bit. All right, back to the depths we go. Oh. All right, cool. What am I sitting on? Another screwdriver, I bet. Yep. All right. All right, cool. Set that right about there. All right. So this is going to be interesting because I've never done this before. Well, wiring, yes. I've never really put the train stuff on the channel, actually. This is actually, that's a lie. The first time I did it, I was putting a decoder in one of my locomotives. Whereas this is me playing with the electrical. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these two around, I think. Okay, get you out of there. Are you loose enough? Nope. Undo you real quick. Put that over here. Alright. Put that over there. Got that all hooked up. Alright. So, how do I want to explain this? Goes that way. Alright. This one, let's go. Alright. So, I'm going to strip my wire. I already stripped my wire. Alright, get a little connector on. Should probably open that up first. Get my safe. There's not much power running through these circuits. Actually, this side there's nothing. I think this is at most 12 volts DC, but it's a constant rate. And it's only like 3 amps. Cut my wire here. Alright. You know what? I'll just do the other side. It's, spool is on that side, and I'm facing the camera this way. Screwdriver there. Alright, and we're going to put that there. Alright, insulated screwdriver in case I do accidentally hot something. Shouldn't need to though. Shouldn't happen. Alright, and then this is me dummy measuring here. Oh, that's the one block. That's the end block. Each table has at least one 6 block on each end. And then it goes from 6 to 12 to 6. I'm going to cut the wire here. And then we're going to do the same process. Strip the wire. It's 14 gauge. Strip about 1/4 inch off. Grab this little spade connector. Put the spade connector on the end. Grab our crimpers. And crimp away. Bad crimp. Happens. Alright, try that again. This, hold the crimper, hold the wire, crimp again. Alright. Strip a little bit more off. Because it is not wanting to stay. All right. And that's where my scissors come in. Or we can just do it this way. It's not pretty. That's probably going to cause problems in the long run. We'll clean it up later. Slide it in there. Screwdriver. Yeah. All right. There we go. One connection in. I have no idea if I can even. I can't even zoom out my camera, can I? Oh. I can't. Well, that sucks. Alright, now for the blue wire. And I lost my black thing. Where did I put my black thing? There it is. Alright. So, put that back in. That back in. Alright, I'm going to take this wire that's currently poking me in the neck. I'm going to hook it in on this side. This is a feeder wire. Goes right up to the track. Plug it in here. Well, I'm gonna put it in here. So when we hook up the power, it will give us power. At least it should. It won't right now because there is no power hooked up. Well, at least on this cable there's no power hooked up. And do the same thing over there, of course. Yeah. All right, we'll need to extend that wire. I want to check something. Alright, let me pull up my Twitch page here. Get this code real quick. Interesting. Okay, I am obviously need to go to my stream manager here. Something didn't set right. Oh no, it's okay. It says everything. Cool. All right. There we go. All right, had to update the text. Hi, everybody. Before I crawl back under the table there. Whoa. Unmute. Show chat. Okay, cool. I can see chat. That's all that matters. So, under the table here. So, we use power blocks to kind of help distribute power to the layout. So, the blue and the white wire there, that's my main line. The black and the red ones, those are going to be my yard power. All right. So right now I'm working on main line. And you have to forgive me because I don't do this that often. If it becomes more of a thing, I will probably invest in some stuff to actually make it easier to do this. But I haven't done this, so. And the noise you hear in the background is one of my locomotives running around on our main line. Really probably shouldn't be doing electrical work on a live circuit, but you know. YOLO. So, how's everyone's Tuesday night going for the most part? Hopefully everybody's having a good night. Make sure this crap stays. New crepes come in tomorrow. Kind of can't wait to test them. Guess we got a couple new things coming in tomorrow. All right. Unscrew this. Put this in the slot. Screw it back in. All right. And then unscrew this wire. Oh, see, I don't want to run it there. I'm going to keep it here. Of course, all my wires are there. My night's going all right. So, my night's going all right, Noah. For Defective Saint. I mean, I'm under a table. I'm a big dude under a table. This doesn't show you how big I am. It's because these tables, I think, sit 37 inches off the ground. I think. I don't know. My tool bag's all the way over here. See, there's my tool bag with more wire and a soldering iron. So, those two tables over here, there's two tables. They're both 8 feet by 4 feet wide, 8 feet long, 4 feet wide. Those two I have to put blocks and stuff, which these are the blocks we're working with. So each end gets a 6 block terminal, which goes into a 12 block terminal, which then reduces back down to a 6 block terminal. So I'm going to drop my phone, sitting on the cold floor, wiring, doing the wiring here. While my daughter is going to sleep, and this is what I typically do on days I don't want to game. Days I don't want to game, or days I want to get away from my computer, I come down here and I work with my hands. I actually find some peace. Gives me time to think on things, and lets me face a reality. Plus, I actually enjoy doing this. Actually had a HO scale layout since before we lived out in Colorado. And this is actually the first time I'm streaming from my phone, so it's going to be a little bit jank. And I'm using an insulated screwdriver to screw this stuff in because, electricity and stuff. Alright. And of course, my wire nuts are over there too. Figures. Alright, so that one is done. So now we need to do the other side. Alright. You working tomorrow, bud? Alright, we got about 8 so there. I'm surprised they're not offering VTO. Of course, with you guys ramping up as much as you did, as you guys were supposed to. And actually, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. I need to try my inheritor, see if I'm reporting to 1 or if I'm reporting to 5. I would imagine I'm reporting to 1 until my new site opens. Although I'd much rather go to 5. And then that way I can get more hands-on with Hermes. Or with the training. Yeah, well, I just gotta ask. Because I took VTO on Wednesday for tomorrow, so I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna spend a little extra time with my daughter. Help her with schoolwork and everything. Let me finish wiring up this table, and then I'll help up topside and load up the steam engine and have the steam engine go around the layout. What do you think? That'd be pretty cool. And actually, because I want to get this built. Oh, it feels good to stand. There we go. I'm in the center now. That's the new one. It's pulling the track training car. That's Dad's big boy. That's my steam engine. I don't want to pull a bunch of cars out. Oh, that's my drill. I actually got a couple other engines. That whole green crate over there, that's all of my stuff. We have 3 more engines with sound. And then one that doesn't have sound. So I want to get more with sound, but the ones with sound are like ridiculously expensive. As in, a locomotive with sound runs about a couple $100, depending on who the manufacturer is. Low price $200, depending on how you sound it. Like the one that I'm running right now, that's coming around here. Eventually, I don't know if you can see it because I have chat blocking half my screen. That one was about 180. That's like the low end cheap ones, and then you got the really high detailed ones, which those go when you start out at $250 minimum, all the way up to like $500-600, depending on who the manufacturer is. The Broadway limited ones all start out, depending on what the diesel model is, all start out about around $300. Like, that steam engine there, hey Crash. That steam engine, when I bought it, it was $330, I believe, or $340. Steam engines are not cheap. How's it going, bud? How's work? We're going on an adventure. All right. I've got my... And I hid chat, so give me a second here. Let me get chat to pop back up. There we go. No, your sound is not working, and I don't think you'd be able to hear it. because I am streaming from my phone directly. I do have the bot up, so I'm pretty sure if you put in exclamation Discord, it might show up the link. I don't remember all my commands off the top of my head. Where'd that weird wire go that I just had? Oh my goodness, did I leave it? Oh. There it is. Alright, yep, okay, the bot is working, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear any sounds. So, I just know that the Discord one has a sound to it. So, if you don't hear the sound, then, well, you know. I didn't forget my water crash, that's the problem. This thing, I needed this thing. This, I needed the wire. So I can run an extension for this feeder. Yeah, okay. Hey Crash, or Chef, how you doing, man? Cut that off. Alright, so I need to put that connector there. This is just barely long enough to reach. So, but I want to give myself some little extra slack. How you doing, Chef? How's your night going? And I lost my wire. As you can see, I'm under the table. Alright. Strip that. And strip that. Insulated screwdriver. Don't touch the tip. Wire go in. Yeah, the commands will still work. There just won't be, if they have a sound associated with them, they won't do anything, which, you know, actually makes me guess. If I was running Streamlabs off my phone, it might work, but I am not running Streamlabs off my phone. Oh, son of a monkey's uncle. I'm actually running the Twitch app. Yeah. Yep. This is... Honestly, I do a lot of I do the layout electrical work. So a lot of the times I'm in a tight confined space because I think these tables, and I'll have to break out a tape measure, but these tables are like no greater than like 30 or 40 inches off the ground. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I should probably go get my other strippers for the other gauge of wire. I don't think that's going to stay. Or it might. Hey Zippy. What's going on, guys? Alright, measure wire. Whoop, that didn't work. Alright, right about there. Cut wire. And strip wire. How you guys doing tonight? How's everyone's Tuesday going? How's everything sounding? Because I'm on my phone, so I have no idea how this sounds. You want to feed the kitty the D there, Crash? I'm not proud of that. That was wrong. That was dirty. That was dirty right there. Well, give me a few minutes. Let me finish wiring up these tables and I'll go topside. I'll fill up my steam engine. with some smoke, with some fluid, and pick out a couple freight cars. I feel like digging through my box of stuff. Yes, I have one engine moving right now, actually. It is my newer one. Whoa. And it's pulling around the track cleaning car to clean the rails. Which, ironically, is my newest engine, and it's so out of date. The engine isn't out of date, but look here, you freaking wire. Actually, Zippy, this doesn't have that much voltage to it. It's a 12-volt system. And I'm using an insulated screwdriver. And the stuff I'm working on is not exactly hot yet, so as soon as I figure out how to get this damn screw in the hole. There it goes. Alright. Where'd my white wire go? Son of a bitch. There it is. Yeah. Well, hot in electrical terms means that it's a live circuit, and while the train is running, yes, the section I am working on is not live right now because I am still rewiring it. We did some changes to it. So I am rechanging the color codes and everything. So our black and red, hate it when it does that. Wire slips right out of the crimp. So we have a couple wiring schemes that we're going with. We're using blue and white as our main lines. Black and red in our yard, and this all makes sense later on. There we go. That's better. Always do a pull test. So basically it's just like a simple circuit. I mean, what's really funny is I kind of get a knack of reading some of these wiring diagrams and figuring out how stuff works and everything. We're trying to wire this so when we get boosters, which is what we need to extend the power, because currently we're running off a 12 volt 3 amp system, which we can't really run a whole lot of trains. The max I've seen systems go out to, so they run it, so basically, depending on the DCC, which is digital command control, the electrical system that uses the power of the train and the communication systems and everything. The basic system we have now is just a 3 amp system. I can't put all 20 or 30 of my locomotives on there, have them all on the layout at once, otherwise I won't have enough power, amperage wise. So it will start doing weird stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm going to, under the table, trying to make sure we have all our wire drops connected. And this is like the 4th or 5th time I've had to rewire this whole entire layout. And wire isn't cheap. Like, if you saw, I had 2 giant spools of black and red wire. I think I bought that and it was $50. And then the wire I'm using now, we ordered from Amazon, and I think it was like, we got like 4 rolls for like 20 or 30 bucks. But these are only like 100 or 50 feet or something like that. So I'm trying to be judicial in how much wiring I'm doing. All right. Now we have, where's my, we'll flip my camera. There we go. So block coming in from table, going to block in the middle. This wire right here feeds power to the track. Same with this one, feeds power to the track, goes out to the block. More wires go through that hole, over to this block. And it goes kind of on and on and on. Alright. So, I'm going to shift a little bit because I'm going to run the wire through the hole. Alright. Through the hole here. Strip the wire again. Alright, blue to blue, white to white. Alright, put the crimp on. I put the spade connector on. Get my handy dandy crimping tool. Yell at this because I missed the crimp again. So hard. I mean, it just doesn't want to stay in the hole. Alright, third time's the charm. And now, it's not coming out. Screwdriver. All right. Screw. Screw. Yank it through. Give myself a little extra slack on this side. Do. There we go. And then the stuff I'm working on right now is actually called the bus. So this, kind of think of it, the bus as a big giant circuit for your house. All right, I'm going to kind of explain this in very idiot terms because I'll be honest with you, I'm no electrician. All right, and I do this for funsies because I'm weird. But I'm going to give you like the really layman terms of it. Think of the bus like a giant circuit. All right, the command station or booster or whatever you want to call it, that's where the power comes out of. All right, the bus. Also, you can think of it like, oh, this is like, oh, how do I want to think of it's like your breaker box coming from your house. So you got your breaker in your basement or your laundry room or wherever the heck you have it, depending on where you live. All right. told you neighborhood kids to stay out of my basement.
Really, Dad? What's up, Dad? Yeah, the power plant crash. And the bus basically takes the power from the power plant to the track, or at least around the layout. But you need feeder wires to take it from the circuit to the track. So, I don't know what I did, Dad.
Yeah?
But when I reset that, I gave it a hard reset. That locomotive, and it's acting perfectly fine. It's not as loud either. So I'm thinking
It's pretty loud.
it's still pretty loud, yes. I'll have to adjust the sounds again.
I mean, it's alright.
It is still pretty loud. But, well, that's what you get for installing Windows updates in the middle of a stream there, Zippy. I'll have to adjust down the sound eventually. It's not nearly as loud as my Dash 7. You know?
You say so.
I'm pretty sure my Dash 7 is louder. Oh, new studio driver. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I'll have to update that. Me giving an explanation of what the bus does for the layout. So this, I'm just going to flip the camera because it's easier to see what I'm doing that way. These two wires right here, these are what's known as the bus. This wire is the feeder wire. It takes the power from the bus to the track.
When's the next bus?
Really, Dad? Are we going to start seeing Dr. Demento? Was that Dr. Demento, or is that Johnny Dangerously? That is Dad. He's down here setting up stuff on the layout. So, I am not going to show him on stream.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah. I don't think they want to see me either, but you know.
I'm naked anyway.
No, you're not. They already saw your pants. All right. Dad, Zippy Man says hi.
Who?
Zippy Man says hi.
Zippy Man?
Yup, Zippy Man.
Okay. Hi, that.
Zippy Man's a coworker. And we got Crash, and we got Defective Saint.
Bandicoot?
Yes, Crash Bandicoot, Dad. He took a break from fighting Cortex. All right, switching tables. I got wood shavings in my butt. Oh, ow, son of a... Well, when you're drilling holes, you kind of have shavings.
Is this a family stream?
Say what? You can join in if you want. I mean, what are you unpacking all the buildings?
Yeah, I thought I had more than this.
Oh. Well, we haven't
There's
built...
not a lot of industry in here, actually.
It's mostly city, isn't it?
Yeah, mostly.
Well, you know, I gotta live a little dangerously, Zippy, alright? Sometimes it just feels so good. Or hurts so good, however you want to look at it. Yeah, give me a second. Realize I have to flip back my camera. All right. Crimped again. Okay. Well, God bless America. All right. So I'm on the final one here. Well, the final block.
Space. It's called Space. It's the final frontier.
It's the final frontier. Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd with the train stuff, dude. Kind of am. But where we grew up,
Keep you off the streets.
yeah, that's why I was going to start teaching Claire. Teach your kids a hobby. They won't have enough money for drugs. Isn't that right, Dad? And plus, this gets me away from sitting in front of the computer all the time. I mean, Zip, you know how we are. We always have a freaking computer screen in front of us at work, and then we come home and we spend a few hours, hour with family, and then once the kids go to bed, we end up in a computer and playing video games, and which video games are nice, but I want to work. I like working with my hands. All right. Okay, so the block I'm working on. Whoop! Drop the phone. This is life. This block right here. These two black and red wires. These are going to our command station. That's the command station. Ta-da! Ooh. I got a bunch of IKEA furniture myself. Alright. I'm going to carefully do this, because I do not want to interrupt power to the logo layout.
Hey, logo.
I'll give myself a few extra inches here. Cutters. Snip, snip. Hey, Dad, did you see I got JMRI running on my Chromebook?
No.
Yeah, I got the engine driver software running on my Chromebook. That's kind of cool. And yes, we can control the layout with our computers or our phones. Because what? A throttle costs what, Dad? $80?
For what?
A throttle for running trains?
Yeah, about that.
80 up to like what? 200?
Depends on the level of throttle. No, it's between 50 and 100, whether it's radio or just wired.
Yeah. Which gets expensive. Just like with the locomotives. Locomotives cost at minimum what, 200?
No,
With
you can get a fairly inexpensive one for $1.25.
I thought you were going to do a Buccaneer joke.
No.
All right. Red to red. There we go. That circuit is on. We have torn this, moved this, built this like 4 or 5 different times, I think. This is what, my 4th or 5th time redoing the wiring again?
No.
You don't think so?
Third.
3rd?
Maybe third.
I was going to say, I feel like it's been longer than 3.
No, that's because you never finished it.
That's because every time you talk about Starlight, I just stopped. I'm going to add signaling too. That's going to be a challenge. I was looking at like where to put the signals for the yard entrance and everything. You know?
You wouldn't have signals in the yard.
Well, going out to the main we would.
Yeah, but that would only get the switches here.
Yeah. Because we'd have to have a signal on the other side too, where it kind of bends. You know what I'm saying?
No?
So Oh, hold on. Let me hook up wire here. You know what? I should probably not hook up this yet.
What?
I'm talking to myself.
You're gonna need to inventory all the parts.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe we can ask Bob to write a Python script to do that. Or do you want me to do it in Excel?
I think we need to do it in a database, but
Database would
we're
work.
gonna need to, so we can print cards and stuff. for
Yeah.
operations.
Yeah, card operation cards and everything. What kind of games did you get, Crash? Or what'd you pick up? All right. Crimping tools. Screwdriver. We'll screw the non-live engine first. Anything good? Then we'll screw. All right. Okay, good. Locomotive didn't power off. Means I got the wiring right. Oh! All right. All right, Dad. So, I don't know. Decorations? Oh, nice. All right, the drops on this table, Dad, they're all done. They're all hooked back up and everything. You find more buildings? Rolling stock? All right. Sorry, my leg fell asleep. Let me get the engine control up here. You know what? Since I'm standing in front of my computer. Oh, Zip, thank you very much for the donation to the last Nuggie out there, man. I did not see that in the chat app. So, as you can see, now that I need to make this full screen. Aha. This is one of the applications we can use to control our layout. The GE demo unit is the switcher all the way over yonder. Oh no, you didn't. Oh, okay, you only did 2,000. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna slow down the engine here. All right, engine stop. Kill the power real quick because I want to get something on. There we go. Do. All right. Okay. Yeah, those switches are going to come in handy. Because that way I don't have to keep unrailing my steam.
Was it done yet?
What? The steam?
Switches.
No, because I don't think I...
Now. God, we got loud.
Yes, we do. 4 drops should be enough. All right. Yes, we have a lot to do. Layout's on.
So you controlling the layout from that? How? Did you re-enable the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But doesn't that have to be plugged into this prog?
No. What? This?
Yeah.
No, Dad, look, I'm using the engine driver.
Oh, just engine driver.
Yeah, I have engine. Yeah, I was able to install engine driver on this.
You got some more tax docs in the mail today. Put on your desk.
Okay. All right. And we're going to select our steam engine here. PRR. Whoops. Remember to release your engines before you select a new one. Because that would have been bad. I didn't break out any cars for this.
Dude. We don't have enough yard to store all the cars.
I know. All right, make sure all the wheels are on. All right. That one going straight. That one curving. That one curving. So this steam will not handle these smaller switches, but they will handle the bigger ones. All right. I don't know why I leave my computer all the way over here.
You're trying to get your daughter done. Right.
I switched them.
Yeah. You do realize your locomotives are running opposite direction?
Yes, I know. I'm going to, once that one gets past the storage there, we're just going to back him into the yard. pull out a little bit faster. You probably have. Did I clear the switch down there yet? All right, I'm gonna speed up steam. I had to turn it down a little bit. The little one is trying to get to sleep.
What'd you do?
Shorted.
You need to stir it up your diesel.
All right, switch back. Go full bore.
Wrong way.
Good call. Thank you, Dad. Whew. That's better. I'm pulling the yard all the way over there. We know when I'm clear of the switch.
You're also clear to pull your steam in when you're ready. You're lined up on the right switches.
I didn't think we put a 6 down there.
Yeah, there's a 6 at each end. What do you think, I'm crazy?
I didn't think you put a 6 at each end.
Shit, I didn't. I thought we did.
No, I think that end has a 4.
Alright, well, I'll line you up straight then.
Yeah. Don't really want to have the steam engine go.
How many guys have to back in over here? You want to put the 6?
Well, let's see how it handles around, because we haven't had this run around the main line.
Well, I wouldn't expect it to be different.
Nah. But yeah, this is mine. Oh, there's a passenger car right there. I could hook up to it. But one of my crazy ideas for this was that whenever I got like a new follower or sub or something, you'd hear the whistle go off.
But this probably one of my favorite engines. Always had that fascination with steam engines. There was actually, when we lived out in Colorado, there used to be this excursion train that I would run through. And it was led by a steam engine. The steam engine is actually still in use. Yeah. Nowadays. So it is called, the numbers are the 855. Much like how the big boy over here had a restoration for it. Yeah, this is our yard. So they run excursion trains with the big boys. I'm not taking this off the thing. It's too much of a pain to set up. Steams are kind of hard to take on and off the tracks. But some of these older steams, they aren't really around anymore. But, having that sense of smoking and everything while they're running down, I know you can probably barely see it, but it's there. So back to my train story, like this excursion train would basically run through the Royal Gorge, Grand Canyon, not Royal Gorge. No, Royal Gorge, not the Grand Canyon area. And the line was nicknamed the Tennessee Pass. Well, one of the last years they did that before they actually started doing excursion trains up through the Grand Canyon, or God bless America, not the Grand Canyon, the Royal Gorge. They had the steam engine. It was number 855, and it would just take an excursion train through the gorge area of Colorado. I remember when I was probably 5 or 6 at the time, might be off by a couple of years. But I remember we got like really close to the engine, and you could just feel the heat coming off the engine. It was cool to be around. Like, I still remember that. It was so awesome. Like, for me, I bought another Pennsylvania Railroad because I kind of have a family tie to it. My great-grandfather actually worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad. So we had this, my great-grandmother got my dad got a locomotive that was marked Pennsylvania, but the Pennsylvania Railroad never had any of these particular type of locomotives. They were mostly done on Norfolk and Western, which both Norfolk and Western, Chesapeake and Ohio, Pennsylvania Railroad, the Columbus area has like a rich railroad kind of history to it. Make sure I didn't flip okay, I got my switches back. So, I mean, even through Johnstown, that used to be an old TOC line. There used to be a rail line that ran through Johnstown, where the biking trail is now. Ooh, that's not good. This is why steam engines can be a pain. See? Okay, on the track. Everything looks to be on the track. All right, let's get going again.
Sorry, I'm going to silence the train. Well, wait. Sorry, trying to turn it down a little bit so it's not as loud. Because the little one is sleeping and her bedroom's like right above there. So yeah, where I grew up in Colorado, I'm going to use my laptop to hold my phone now. That's where I kind of grew up always around trains. My grandmother lived, at the time where she lived out in Colorado, she was a couple of 100 feet from the track, and you could always feel the engines rumble the house as they were passing by. There was a lot of heavy coal trains, mixed freight, stuff like that. We saw a lot of Southern Pacific Railway, Union Pacific, some BNSF engines, some Santa Fe engines. So like a lot of our engines are mostly the West Coast based engines. All of my engines are kind of the East Coast ones, the Chesapeake and Ohio, Chessie system, B&O, Norfolk and Western. Yes, it's a major love for the trains. It's also kind of a major, kind of a respect for them. Like, I know I was telling Zippy earlier that when I was 5, before it was like one of their last years, they did this excursion train. But they had this excursion train. We actually have the scale model of the engine. We had this, there was an excursion train that would always go through Colorado. Uh-oh. Layout shorting. Have to move the steam a little bit. Sometimes this happens. Don't like doing that. So, sometimes that happens. But we'd always have it. We'd always see a train. We got used to it. That's why, like, if I was living near railroad tracks, it doesn't bother me. I mean, your colony has dysentery. Why is your colony dysentery? Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to go over some of my stuff, I guess. So, obviously I have 3 engines running. We got the steam engine, which actually we'll probably park the steam engine here in a second. I got to let it come back around because I can only go in one way. But let me go over some of the stuff I have. All right. That's on the layout. Oh, hey. Those should be on the layout, so in case I need those later on. All right. So, let's see here. This is a GC-30, C30-7, also known as a Dash 7. All right. It's kind of like a main road locomotive that you'll see. Actually, you won't see these anymore. They've mostly been retired or they're on short lines nowadays. This one doesn't smoke, but it has sound. All right, this. Yes. This is an SD40-2. These are still in service even today. Although this won't have that paint scheme anymore. The paint scheme doesn't really exist. Well, it still exists, but you'll find it more at museums.
And then this one, this actually was my first locomotive I actually purchased. So, let's see here. This was the first one. I think this and that one were the second or third ones. Well, this was my first one. I bought refurbished from the manufacturer itself. So, and this is an old Alco unit, high hood. I've always liked the high hoods. It's just added an extra little depth to them. Was actually kind of wanting to weather some of these, make them look older. Sorry, got distracted. Heard the engine swing by here. This is a Broadway Limited. These are kind of expensive, but they have a lot of features, and they're really nice to have. Have some good sound cards and sound chips in them. So, this one is backing into the yard. Well, so if Chef, I know if you see this, so over there was my collection. This is my dad's stuff. Like, over there was my engines, and the green tub's all my freight cars. These are, yeah, we have a train thing. I don't think I ever saw that one. I remember back in the day, before Kosai moved to the Centennial High School, I think it is now, or what it was. Before Kosai moved over there, they used to have a model railroad layout there. Well, and it gives something. My daughter loves it too. She loves watching the engines go by. You know, she likes coming down here, hanging out and watching the trains go by, and you know, it's something I'm actually kind of excited to. Oh no, something I'm excited to teach her. You know, and it's really kind of its own drug preventive program, or you know, keep yourself busy. Ooh. Yeah, I got a couple different smoke fluids for this thing too, which actually I don't think I need to order anymore anytime soon. That's how they smoke. You put like what's called smoke fluid in them. This one smokes as well. I think out of all the steams we have, only 2 of them don't smoke. And really, out of the operational ones we have, only 1 doesn't smoke. The other one isn't really operational, because it's kind of broken. We're still trying to get it fixed. This was the train unit my grandfather gave to me. Great-grandfather.
More than likely. Now I think it's all mineral oil based. I think. Oh, wait, no. This one's petroleum based. Don't drink. So, the one I use from that one, this is the one I use. It's a wood stove. It smells pretty great. I have another one, and I don't know where it's at, but it's coffee. So, I don't know where it's at. It's probably floating around here somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off so it's not as loud. There we go. Doo-doo. So, oh yeah, no, this is that RSD 7 or 15, however you want to look at it. This was probably my first one I purchased. What other engines do I have? Whoop. Manual fell out. So, yeah, I got a collection of cheap ones and good ones, and this one was DCC ready. My dad got me. Put a chip in it. Another Jeep I like to use. So, see how it was really funny. This is actually one of our local hobby stores, the train station, over here where I live. If you Google search it, you could probably find it. But they're a great place to shop locally. At least for my area. There's a few other hobby places in the area. But the train station really, it has a lot of train stuff. This one is my project engine. I actually haven't done anything with this other than take it apart. But it is another high hood. I think it's a Jeep. It is a Jeep 35. So the one I was running earlier was a Jeep 38. That's a Jeep 35, but that is DC, so I have to convert it. I have to put a DCC decoder in it. It will still run on our layout, but it won't run well. Because of the system we currently use. So our command system we use for the layout is called Digitrax. There's a couple other brands, manufacturers out there that do the same thing, depending on what it is. Digitrax really lets you run DC locomotives on a DCC layout, whereas like NCE, one of the other major ones out there, you can't really run a DC locomotive on it. So, oh yeah, lots of stuff going on down here. So, most recent thing we've done is put in that turntable. And there's the control panel. That's DCC also. We just have to finish wiring it all up. We actually wired it up and it works, so we just haven't. We have to find a good spot to mount it and learn how to control it from our control panels. So, more stuff coming in. We're going to get some switches to individually power off the lines. So we can safely reset our engines back on the track, because we were reading somewhere that you shouldn't really set on a DCC locomotive on the live track. So, oh yeah, one of my switchers, that's an Athearn one manufacturer. That's an Atlas. Well, this is the most recent one I bought. I bought this last week or 2 weeks ago at the train station, local hobby stop there, and now I gotta remember where the box was. There's the box, and that's how much that one was. So prices vary. You know, you get ones with decoders, they're a bit more expensive, but they all typically start around $200, give or take, depending on the manufacturer and everything. So,
Well, yeah. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to call it a night. Well, at least down here. Probably go upstairs, play a little on my computer. But I thank you all for coming in, hanging out and everything. Stopping by. Asking questions. Like I said, if you want to join the Discord, always feel free to ask questions there. Or, you know, if you know me in Discord. Yeah, always feel free to ask questions. I might do this again one day. I'm not sure yet. Maybe if I get some better stuff to hold my camera. You know, change some things around. But let me go see who is live. We'll go raid somebody. I might be back on with a game. But I'm going to stop with the train stuff. So... yeah. Yeah, I might be back on. If not, you know, yeah, maybe not. It's getting kind of late. So let's see. Let's see who is live right now. Because now I can have two things open at once. Bloodspot wasn't as trolly tonight as it usually is. Who should we go to? Let's go say hi to Sir Beanbag. Yes, full time. Ironically, this is what I spend every day doing. Thanks, Google. I didn't need to know that. Raid. But yeah, full time. Of course, I took tomorrow off, so. All right, everybody, go ahead, say hi. Say hi to Sir Beanbag. He's a good dude. He's playing some Destiny 2 right now. So, again, I'll probably be live tomorrow. I think tomorrow is Cyberpunk. Or I'll be doing something random. So, but thank you all for stopping in, saying hi. You know, appreciate it very much. You all have a wonderful night.